Hello, Mac here, and today I'm gonna review the Force Impulse Gundam RG 1/44 scale. And here is the box. Has a cool box art. Also, this kit was released on 2020, so that makes it one of the latest released in the RG line. And in my opinion, this one is one of the best RG there is. Maybe next to Sasabi and New Gundam. And arguably the best 1 to 144 scale released on 2020. So the details, the backpack, the weapons, and the gimmicks. So without further ado, let's start the review. Let's go. So all in all, this kit has 12 runners and one big sticker sheet, common for the RG line. So here's the Force Impulse Gundam, snap build without panel lines, and the Force silhouette attached on its backpack. So it's one of those kits that I wanna see it the way that I built it, so no customization whatsoever. So let's start the review. Let's start with the head here. So I'm gonna take up the head for a minute. So it has a great separation and it has a double V fin. I don't know if that is the correct term for it. And the only thing that I want to point out here is the B fins are so thin, and there are a possibility that you might break it like I did here. So what I did is that I fixed it with a super glue and paint it with a white ink. So it's not that noticeable, right? Before we move to the articulation, so before I bought this kit, there is a worry that it might not stand pretty well because of the backpack of the four silhouette here. But it holds up pretty well. It really stands up, no issue. So there you go. So I think it's exceeded my expectation because some of the kits that I have that has heavy backpack, they tend to lose over time. So that's one thing that I am worrying before I bought it. Let's move to the articulation. For the head, it can move this far up and this far down. Be careful on moving it because of the, like I said, the thin B fins. Be careful on moving it. It can rotate a 360-degree rotation. The chest have an articulation. It's like an opening here. And it also moves up to the face like here. And then it is embedded with the CIWS Vulcan gun here. Great parts and color separation on the torso here. That is one of the great things in this kit, the part separation. The V on the middle, it is a part separated plastic and not a sticker, so you don't have to worry about the messing up of the sticker. So we're gonna take off the backpack or the four silhouette for the review of the arms. So for the shoulder armor, it is great that Bandai make it a part of the arm because it was an issue for the some of the RG kits like the Wing Gundam, the Burka one. They tend to fall off easily. So a great update for the shoulder armor. So the shoulder armor on the upper part can move up and down, while the front and back armor doesn't have any movement at all. So the arms can rotate along with the shoulder 360 degrees without the force silhouette. It has a rotation on the upper part of the arm. It can move this far up and a double jointed elbow. The arms can move this far up. It has a rotation on the upper part of the arm without limiting because of the armor here. So it has no problem. It has a double jointed elbow and also a rotation on the forearm, though I think it's not necessary, but a cool addition nonetheless. And the hand is on a ball joint, so it can rotate 360 degrees. The waist can't rotate on 360 degrees because of the skirting armor here. So it's kinda limited. Let's go to the skirting armor. It is in a ball joint. The front skirt, side skirt, and the back skirt is on a ball joint, so it can move freely, though it is limited because they collide with each other. Let's move to the hips. There is a weird but very cool articulation inside. So as you can see, there is a like a part there that can move upward and a big amount of movement downward. So I think it is for more dynamic poses. There you go. So for the legs, it moves forward just like so and backward. Oh. So as you can see, it has a good part separation also on the leg here. Can do the splits easily. It has a double jointed knee here. A rotation here. And the fit is on a peg, though it can't move 360 degrees because of the ankle armor. And also the fit has a crunch that moves all the way back like that. Like that. So let's go to the gimmicks first before the weapons and accessories. So first, this is one of the coolest gimmick I have encountered while building and collecting Gun Plus. So first we have to take off the head for precaution. So you can take off the upper torso here. Just be careful always. So as you can see, the vehicle of the pilot, or in this case the core splendor, is really attached on the mobile suit itself. So it's kind of cool that they really added it. So you need to unlock this part here, the red plastic, and then take off the core splendor. So here's the core splendor. So it really is a cool gimmick, and also comes with a landing gear. Not just the landing gear here, but also a pair of missiles. So what you have to do is first the landing gear. You will attach it here. Like that. And the missiles on the wings of the Core Splendor. So tell me if it isn't one of the coolest gimmicks on a Gunpla. Just look at that Core Splendor. Next is the Silhouette Flyer. Another great part separation here. The decals are really great on white plastic, as you can see. And next in the gimmicks is the backpack or the forced silhouette that can also be attached on the backpack, and also it can be attached to this silhouette flyer. The forced silhouette has great articulation, like the upper wing here. It can move up and down, and the outer part can move inside and outside. And on the lower part here, it can move side forward on and backward rather. It is on a ball joint, so it can move easily. And for you to connect the silhouette flyer and the force silhouette, you need to pull out a segment here to extend the back part of the silhouette flyer and attach here on the force silhouette, just like that. You need to be thorough because sometimes it don't fit. So there you go. Here's the force silhouette and the silhouette flyer connected. So a very cool addition, a very cool gimmick for the Force Impulse Gundam. Let's move to the weapons and accessories. First is the extra hands. A pair of open palm that is attached on the gunpla, as you can see. A pair of closed fist here. A three-piece of weapon holding hands here. Wait. And my favorite extra hand, the trigger finger, though it is only for the right hand. Next is the beam rifle, though it kinda looks like a typical beam rifle. But Bandai put so much effort on separating the plastic here. It's seven, all in all, 7 parts of plastic here. So a very good part separation. Next is the shield, though it kinda looks like the RX-782 shield, but it has a up and down articulation on the upper part of the shield and the lower part of the shield, so it's cooler than the RX 782 shield. There. And on the lower part, it can also move up and down. Oops. There you go. So very cool. A pair of beam saber wherein the handle is on the for silhouette. You just have to detach it and attach it on the beam saber. Just like so. Just a typical beam saber. Next is the folding razor that you can store here on the side skirt. It is one of the coolest weapon that I have seen on a Gundam, on a Gunpla. So you just have to pull this tab, and there you go. There's that folding razor or a switchblade. It's like a switchblade, so you just have to take it off. There you go. So it's like a switchblade. Next is 1 to 144 Shin Asuka. So good luck painting that. And lastly is a base adapter. It's two. The other one is already connected to the action base. I think that is it for the review of the Force Impulse Gundam. In my opinion, you should definitely buy this kit. The color and part separation is great. The gimmicks is one of the coolest that I've seen on a Gunpla. The price, yeah, it is way cheaper than the new and Sazabi, but the quality is on par with those RGs. So that's all for the review. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Collect toys and good memories. Thank you!